welcome back. It's time for Mason's interview from these fuckers again. Welcome in, Mason. Hi.
Hello.
Good to have you. Sometimes I wish you guys would leave.
It's good to be here too.
Nice to have you.
It's nice to be here.
Been a year. You're one of the later members, added on 2 months afterwards, but
I believe I am
you
the
feel just
latest
as
member.
close as family as any others.
I feel like it, to be honest.
That's good.
It's a good feeling to be here. I didn't think I'd make it to the anniversary mark at some points during a lot of the terrible video ideas. Some of them we've had have been pretty successful.
Bad.
Some of them like the offensive joke of the month.
That's bad. Alright. I'm gonna get straight to these questions.
Alrighty.
Why'd you agree to do these fuckers?
That is a good story and a good question.
Try to keep it short and sweet. You can talk for a little while, but you don't have forever on the internet. Or Jeremy's battery life.
When I first moved here, I didn't really have a lot of friends, and as you can see, I'm a different, awkward, kind of artsy kid.
Yeah.
And I was really just looking for a social, just kind of net that I could, almost like a niche that I could just put myself in and show what I had, and maybe kind of offer up what little talent I had to some group. And again, moving can be a very stressful thing on just people in general. And I was fortunate enough to meet Tyler and part of the fuckers, and being just maybe more awkward than me, immediately took me in and kind of showed me things. And I remember one day he talked a lot about coming over here and filming and doing stuff, and he always tried to show me YouTube videos of you guys and stuff you guys have done. So I made Mason's Rambles. I think my first video that ever got uploaded, or the Chubby Bunny one.
It was the Chubby Bunny one you were in. That was
They were filmed the same evening.
Yeah.
I just remember filming it, and a lot of people like it. A lot of people still come up to me today, and
I love that Chubby Bunny video.
a lot of people really like the Rambles and the Chubby Bunny.
I love the Ramble. I love to see what you do with them.
It's more kind of a character I do. But anyways, yeah, no. I just thought it was funny myself that I actually would go out and do something like that. I don't usually present myself in a social media like this. A social media like this. Anyways, next question.
How do you feel about the channel so far? Which one do you think would need to move to maybe increase viewers?
I don't think it's what we're doing is wrong. Sure, there are things I would like to do in the channel, but maybe not everyone else would like to do, and I'm generally
What would you like to do? Because it's a whole idea thing.
I don't know, more like
Sure, I will fuck it. We'll find something to do.
I'm more the like witty kind of almost stand-up comedy, but stand-up comedy-ish sounding. Maybe some sketch comedy.
Okay.
I think would be really funny. I'm a really big fan, very inspired by Monty Python and things like that. Very good sketch comics.
Okay.
I know it'd be fun to do.
We've actually been trying to work on doing some
Writing some sketch comedy and stuff, which I very much appreciate, would probably allow me and a lot of the other fuckers to kind of really show what comedically we can do. I think it's also nice to kind of have these softer, serious moments in our lives and reflect on why we're here. Yeah. Good mix of things like that. Your turn?
What are your aspirations for the channel? What do you really hope to achieve from this, from doing fuckers?
Well, I've done a lot of projects, but never really a big YouTube project. Never really been a big fan of social media. I've kind of always been left to my own devices. 17 years old, I just recently got introduced to a phone, and I've always known what the internet was, but it was never this big deal for it. It was never really a big deal for me.
Yeah.
I always kind of just like listening to music and looking at things in an objective way, and being around people in person more than and again, this is awkward. He's an awkward person, but I like being around people. We just have large groups of people.
I understand.
And it's weird for me because I play shows. I do this kind of media as well, and I'm generally just a shy, quieter person around large groups of people.
Well, being behind closed doors, making videos makes it a little easier. You're not really in front of a whole group, big stage people.
And I mean, I can
trying to do
ignore the
stuff.
comments, and when I being in a band, I play shows. I can even ignore the people after the shows if I want to. I can tell myself that generally these people I don't ever have to see again if I don't want to.
Just all makes it a little easier.
Just those kinds of thoughts are what push me to keep pushing the channel. I think we need to definitely push the channel more and talk to more people about it. Kind of say, hey, here's the thing we're doing. You know, you may find it funny because we're kind of amateurish, or you may find it funny just because you know us. Check it out and just see where that goes. Just pushing it more.
I think that's a very good idea.
You have a phone?
It's something we really hope to do, like with the others, or just do video-wise for the channel.
I think more really sitting out and thinking about the videos more as a whole, going, putting them out there and going, what could have made this funnier? What could I have done? Was it too raunchy? Did I swear too much? Was it not witty enough? Was it this or that? And really kind of do what a band, like what a new band would do. And you know, I relate a lot of my stuff and comments to band life because I've lived that life long enough now to be able to reference to it. It's like throwing your band into a freezing cold pool all at one time. I think that's kind of what we need to do to really assess our videos properly, is do something crazier and different and throw that out there and see, all right, from that point, spread off in different directions and go, all right, well, what do these people like? What can we do more and less of? And to fix it and make our videos the best for the people we can.
Okay. I like that. How's being on this channel changed you as a person, if at all? What was it really done for you?
I think it's offered me a creative medium. I wouldn't say a break process, but generally coming here and doing these videos is, as a writer, for a long time I was very depressed. I drank a lot and did a lot of things that I'm very proud of, and usually at home by myself, and I don't really talk about it or vocalize it very often. But coming here and doing these videos and kind of getting away from the whole writing and music process gave me kind of an escape almost, a way to still be creative,
But in a different way.
in a more helpful way to get out. Because with comedy, it can be, it's like music, but it can really just be as terrible and awful as you want it to be, and people still find it funny. With music, it's really a 180 kind of thing. You're either one sound or you're nothing. And with this kind of creative medium, I can express myself in any way I see fit. Which was a nice creative break for me, and really looking back, I would never probably say it, but coming here and doing some of the videos that I did, or planning new videos, or doing stuff, or writing comedy for this, or even just sitting alone in my house just thinking about this, really got me through things and really made me think about a lot of things that I normally wouldn't.
I'm glad to hear that.
And really, to answer the question, I guess, it made me a lot better of a person, I feel.
Okay. It's great to hear. You ever thought about quitting the fuckers?
Never quitting. Like with all good things, like I said, I've always thought, good things come and go. And I think you need to take. I'm the kind of person who, when I do something in a medium long enough, maybe I don't need to quit it, but maybe it'd be time to take a break. Which is why, being in Trashionality over the summers, we're all young, and so during the school year, we're all very busy. It's hard to get shows and recording.
It's harder to get done our stuff.
Yeah, I know, and so it's nice to take a break from things every now and then. I'm the kind of person who, if I do something long enough, I feel like I'm getting stagnant and it becomes old, and I get depressed. And
We try and keep things pretty new on this channel, different stuff.
which is good, and moving constantly is a good thing for me personally, and I think everyone kind of needs that full-on perpetual motion. Otherwise, they become stagnant and just kind of fall apart.
I understand. Alright, well, I'd like to welcome our guest Jeremy up to, I'd like to welcome our guest Jeremy and to ask his question for you that he has.
I guess Jeremy's going to be a bit late. It's okay. We're a dysfunctional family.
We really are. These fuckers are not that organized, as you all can tell. But we're working on it.
This is all a big process. Well, here's Jeremy.
Come on, Jeremy. Nice to have you back.
So, you have a question?
What's your question for Mason?
You talked a little bit about your band in your questions or scenario. So I want to know, when was the first idea to create a band, and how did it come up?
Growing up as a kid, I didn't really know what I wanted to be or what I wanted to do with my life. For a long time, I thought maybe I could be video games. I could maybe just I didn't know what I wanted to do. I guess it's that awkwardness. It's that awkwardness of growing up and becoming an adult that I really, until maybe a month ago, I was still struggling with deeply and internally. And finally, one day, had the realization about a month ago for myself. This is kind of unband related, but after a show, I went because I told myself that, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I mean, I'm having these awesome shows, and I'm getting drunk and just being depressed and an asshole to everyone. That's really not the way I want to live my life. And I started to do things and do things that I felt would turn myself around. And it was a rocky start, and I feel like I've gotten a lot out of that. But really, the idea from the band came from that feeling of not knowing what to do and wanting to change and be different and stand for something. I guess it happened when our guitar player was very young. He had started taking lessons, I guess, when he was like 7 or so. And Trashionality, the band that I'm in, had several different incarnations as we started. We were a metal band for a while. We were an alternative band. We were all these different things. And punk music was something we'd listened to for a long time. And it was this medium that was just so different than like the industrial music like Marilyn Manson, or which is like shock rock, or the metal heads. It almost felt like it had this homey value to it. It was like almost motherly in a weird way that was.
So in a sense, it kind of nurtured.
It didn't necessarily nurture me, but it allowed me to feel a sense of community and family that at the time I struggled feeling and understanding. And every time I played a show, I still, there are songs that we played that, before when we were playing the metal songs, it was just kind of me playing music and going along with the motions of what everyone else is doing. There's songs I played that I emotionally connect with, that we've written, that hit me, and that's when it hit me, one of our first shows, that, wow, this is incredible. And there were people who came up to us afterwards who said, one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life, and that was when we knew this is what we wanted to do. We knew we wanted to play music. We knew this was the only thing we could do with our lives, was inspire other people, as the music has inspired us. And really, I feel like, in a cliche kind of way, to say this the least, the band has kind of saved my life and allowed me to meet just some great people and do some great things and help people and help myself in a way. From being this selfish asshole to kind of trying to become the adult that, a more responsible adult that I should be.
So it kind of helped you find a path or a purpose in life?
It didn't help me. It was my path. It was what I was looking for to begin with. That I struggled finding for a very long time. And through that creative medium, I decided to do other mediums, which led me to wanting to become part of this channel. I didn't care at the time if it became big or not. I just wanted to do something different.
Yeah.
And because if that was different enough for me, if punk music was different enough for me to change me and make me feel better inside, or start to, then
So
maybe
that's more.
maybe this could offer something else.
So awesome. All right, well, Mason, glad to have you on.
Yeah.
Jeremy, thank you. Great question.
Yeah,
All right,
very good.
this has been Newsfuckers. Like, comment, subscribe, and go share with your friends.
Don't forget to go watch the other videos as well.
Yes.
Check out everything you can.
We'll be uploading some vlog videos here soon.
Yes.
Um,
More coming this summer.